Yeah, swig it. Straight from the bottle. You gotta do it from the bottle.
Whoa, that is sweet. My goodness.
Not Scottish, but we've like claimed it.
Okay. Cheers, man.
There's a photo of you and Madonna. And Guy Ritchie, mate, did you not say as well that you didn't even know she was there?
I did not.
Shut up! Yo, what is happening? We're at the Box Up Studios again for another podcast for Back to Back. And today we're joined by an absolute pioneer. I don't use that word loosely, right? This is a guy that's been in the game for like 25 years.
I was about to say, watch it.
Yeah, I was like, can I go? No, 25. It's 25.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's quarter of a century.
Close to 25. Let's put it there. Yeah,
it's like
quarter of a century.
I know, mate. Mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is mad.
But how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's good to meet you. Honestly, it's a pretty big deal. But yeah, like how are you getting on? What's happening? You're in Glasgow, obviously, for Trance Fest, by the way. I meant to mention that.
Yeah. Doing that tonight. So, what's happening? Touring has picked up again. I was right in my element during the COVID pandemic.
Yeah. Did you get the head down in COVID, like production, family time?
I mean, speaking really for myself here, but I really enjoyed the pandemic.
I get what you mean, mate.
It's messed up, but it's really, it gave me time to finally, step out of the hamster wheel, if you know what I mean,
yeah.
Right? I only realize now,
looking back,
that it was just a life for 20 years. That it was just in a wheel, no side blinders.
Yeah.
Side blinders on, just straight.
Going straight, yeah.
Yeah, and then during the pandemic, you were sort of like forced to just take a breather,
It's good.
Yeah.
It's been good. It's
Really
been a massive reset. I feel in terms of a lot of people's careers.
Yeah.
All industries, not just music.
No.
But
I agree.
a lot of family time.
Yep.
You've got kids and that as well. So it's obviously. I've got an 8-year-old son.
Right.
So I was the same. I was like, this is actually not bad, being able to have a step back and look at stuff.
Yeah.
But were you busy, like production-wise? Because I think you were. I think you were pretty busy.
Yeah, I was in the studio a lot. Finally had time to just be in the studio and not.
You got a studio in your house, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things of
doing good.
Being able to just do that, have that in your house. You can just middle of the night when you have an idea, like go down and say like, hey, just lay it down.
The wife must not be happy with that though. Imagine getting up in the middle of the night going, I've got an idea. Ready to go down and just like you're sitting there mad scientist, ready to go.
Yeah, it doesn't happen that often, but sometimes.
Sometimes.
It does. Yeah, it does. Yes.
Good.
But yeah, so a lot of studio time, and also the nice thing about the pandemic was it was not always there was no purpose in a way. It's nice, also a little confusing. Mm-hmm. There was no purpose in the sense that normally when you're in the studio, you're almost always producing for your next gig.
Yeah.
Right, so that's like another floor banger or whatever.
Yeah.
And now not having that sort of pressure, it's like, okay, what am I going to make today?
Yeah.
I'll make an ambient record, or make a house track, or a mellow tune, whatever.
Yeah, nice.
Something different. Like how do I feel today? Okay, that's it.
That's class.
Yeah, and that's nice.
I've never thought of it that way, because obviously without the clubs in play, it's obviously a total different aspect to it. Yeah. It's actually just creating.
It is. Yeah. The whole pressure and the whole, the purpose and destiny of where you need to go is gone. There's no next festival stage where you
need to make something that slaps.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
So really enjoyed that. Yeah.
Good. So coming, obviously, like you said, you're back on the road again. It's like going from everything kind of slowing down and then obviously 0 to 100 again.
Yes.
Right. So what is? Let's start say from April. How's it looked since April? What's the gigs that you've been doing? Where have you been? What have you done? What's the big ones?
I've done quite a few of the festivals in the States as well.
You play loads in the States, don't you?
Yeah.
You do really well across there.
So I got to be. Let's go a little further back to October last year. That's when I did my sort of like first tour again in the US, which was pretty early.
Yeah.
And that, I must say, that felt really strange. Yeah, it's like the clubs and the venues that you normally play in. I was there again, but
was there rules in place?
There
Was
were,
there like
half.
like social distancing type
yeah,
things?
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of that kind of stuff. So it felt really strange playing those same places that I, from memory, knew as really rammed places.
Yeah.
And now there's like half, and the crowd wasn't too wild as before, you know,
Yeah.
like because
Everyone's kind of was
reserved, very reserved.
It's gotten back to normal though.
Now it is, yeah.
And the crowd's younger.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a massive young crowd. But yeah, that time in October, we were putting on gigs as well in October. I do a club night in Dundee, and we had Ewan McVicker in October. That was one of our first ones back.
Right.
It was really weird.
Yeah.
It was weird because it was still busy in that, but it was like people were still kind of like
coming out of that sort of like careful sort of attitude phase, whatever. Anyway, so fast forward. Yeah, so I had this concept rolled out for 2020 called What the F.
Yeah.
And that didn't obviously happen, and then pushed to 21, didn't happen. Now here we are, 22, and finally made it happen. Did the first US tour with it, like 10 shows there. It was amazing to do it.
Yeah.
I've done a few Europe shows now. Asia's coming up, so Australia I've done. So,
My God.
Yeah, so it's been
The jet lag.
It's been
just thinking of the jet lag from all that. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's been pretty switched on since.
It's good though. Honestly, it's like, and so the concept behind the tour. I know the concept, but you explain to everybody what your idea behind What the F tour is.
Yeah. So I got this question a lot where people ask me like, "Hey Ferry, when are you doing an open to close?"
Yeah.
Like, don't really want to.
I know.
You know. And then, "Hey Ferry, when are you doing a producer set again?" Yeah. Hang on a minute. What if knowing? I was calculating like, okay, 20 years of music. I think this can,
it's a lot of music.
A 6-hour set easily.
Yeah.
Just with my own music.
Yeah.
Why not combine the two and
Yeah.
have an open to close that is special.
Yeah.
In that sense, So it's it's an open to close where I just play my own music.
Yeah.
So as you walk in, with doors open.
All the different names as well.
All the different aliases,
pseudonyms.
Yeah, the aliases, pseudonyms, different styles throughout the years.
Yeah.
So it's one sort of big mashup of all my, genres, because I'm known for trance, but I've done everything really.
Yeah, it's mad.
So
like honestly, when I was doing like my like research, I was like, it actually blew my mind. Like how many tracks that you'd done that I didn't know was you.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my, honest to God, right? I was going into, that's when I was speaking to my mates, right, from Arbroath, and they were like, do you understand how many tunes, like big tunes this guy's made? And I was like, well, I know, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no, you need to take, and so he sent me a link, and it was like a bunch of your aliases, and it had like all the top tracks that you'd made in the aliases, and I was like, holy moly.
Well, yeah, so the thing is, I still have people that don't know that out of the blue, is,
sure.
System F is me.
Yes, yeah.
So
but System F, I'm like System F, Ferry Corsten F.
Yeah,
I get it.
I was trying to make the link in a way.
Yeah. What's the idea behind the aliases though? What do you keep it separate just so it's a lane so you can kind of focus?
No, it stems from back in the day when the industry was just different. First of all, I wasn't really DJing yet. I was just producing music, and I was producing music. My output was really high. So I was producing way too much music for one label to handle. Mm-hmm. So you also should realize that back in the day, a label, you would sign a project name, an artist name, to a label, and they would have exclusivity to that.
To your name?
To either whatever name is. So if I sign it on their System F, for example, they would have...
Got you.
Nowadays, it's very different. You see artist X release on 20 million labels, but...
Within months.
Yeah. So back in the day, it was not like that because of... Imagine vinyl sales. Imagine all the money and effort that a label has to put into that. Right? A label would want to have some sort of,
ownership over the artists.
Security on the next release. I get it. What if label X, you release a track by they put a lot of effort into it and the record blows up, and with the next single you go to competition, right? Yeah. So that was the thing at the time. So in order to go around that with my output, I would say, okay, I'll release this stuff there under name X, and name Y I go to another label.
It's good.
And a slightly different sound.
Yeah, because the loads of different sounds.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think of artists from the same era that you're from, a lot of them did have different aliases, but you've got a lot.
Yeah.
You've had a lot of different avenues of
I also wanted to try everything.
Yeah.
Right? So I've made stuff from hardstyle or whatever you call it nowadays to drum and bass to ambient techno.
It's class.
Everything just to find out what's the thing with that particular genre, right?
That's honestly, it's so cool.
So so after that, I was able to start my own label.
Yeah.
But I had no artist, so I just made up the roster with all these like System F, Gorilla, blah, blah, blah. just to make it look to the outside world that this label had a lot of artists on it.
Yeah.
It was all me.
It's a shit. Mate, that's class. Yeah. That's good.
So that's why all the different names. Yeah.
Good,
and then when I came up with Punk,
yeah.
my track Punk, that was also when I felt okay. This is the one sound that is just so different from what I've put out so far. I think this is the one where I should actually start using my own name. Because also, mind you, that for me, it didn't feel right, and it wasn't cool to use a Dutch name as an artist name at the time.
I mean,
that changed later on.
Yeah, it's my DJ name's Van Damme.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Honestly,
that's a very Dutch name, man.
So it's so Dutch, isn't it? So that's what it is. So,
Right,
you're totally wrong. It's cool as anything to have a Dutch name.
Right now it is, yeah.
I mean, I wish my name was Ferry Corsten. My God. but yeah, no, it's cool. It's mad, like the amount of names that you'd went through, and I was like, but obviously you went back to projects too, and redone them and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, 2015, I think it was. There was a time in music where I was really fed up with everything that was out there, and I was like, you know what? What this scene is really missing right now is a big ass sort of massive melodic, big sort of trance track, you know. And that's when I made Anahera for Gorilla.
Yeah.
And
that's a huge track.
Yeah, there wasn't anything like that at the time.
Yeah.
So when that track came out, it was just blew up.
Your tracks stand the test of time. Like honestly, right now I'm watching people, a lot of like younger artists playing your tunes.
Right.
It's like one of the names that we were speaking about was Ben Hemsley, right?
Ben, yeah.
And he like obviously like you're a hero of his, and it's like you can tell straight off the bat, like because obviously he's massively inspired by people like yourself. And how do you feel about that turn now, where it's like trance is kind of getting another ride?
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, look, I have a real sort of soft spot, I guess, for the turn of the century type of trance era, right? Nowadays, they're great trance records, but they're not the big
ones.
They're just simply not the classics.
No.
In 20 years' time.
No.
That people, not in a way people remember tracks from those days.
Yeah.
And so to also seeing the trance crowd getting smaller, it's in a way it's
the diehards.
It's kind of sad to see, and then the shift to all the techno girls playing trance records and calling it techno.
Yeah.
Not having the balls to call it trance for what it is.
Yeah.
With the old trance tracks, I'm like, okay, so seeing someone
I think some do. I think it's like you are right. It's like seems like a dirty word, but I feel like there is some like the total techno heads are that's not trance, but I'm like that is trance. I know what trance is. That's trance.
That's trance.
But I think but there is I do feel there's a pocket of people that really don't care what it's called.
No,
Do you know what I mean? And that's the good bit. I like that.
Look, in the end, a good track is a good track, right? And that's always how I look at music anyway. I look at it as a how can I call it? Good analysis. Let's look at it as a chocolate bar.
Okay.
Right?
I mean, I love chocolate bars.
Me too. So, but it's only the wrapper around it that makes the chocolate either
what
this or that, right? So it's the same with music. The melody is the chocolate bar, but it's just how you
package it,
wrap it with either the groove or the tempo of a track or whatever. To put it in like, oh, that's trance, that's techno, that's this or that.
Yeah.
Right. So in the end, a good track is a good track, and the content of the musical content of the track itself is what does that.
Yeah.
So
that's a good analogy.
I hope so.
That was really good. That
Chocolate
worked.
music.
It worked for me. It worked for me. I don't know if it was going to work for them, but it worked for me. But yeah, no, it was. No, you're right. It's like it's how it's packaged, and I think that the trance being a dirty word thing is like, I think, honestly, like, when the older you get, you kind of just forget about the kind of the generalization of music and going like, oh yeah, it's like this is the name of this thing, or this is techno and this is house, and it's like, I mean, nowadays the lines are so blunt.
And I'm lost. I'm sometimes lost. You know, like okay, when I you know listen to I don't know Arbet or Tale of Us or people like that. You know.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a trance track really slow down.
Yeah.
But apparently it's deep house.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Cool.
Man,
I mean, and I agree
whatever
with you.
it is.
I mean, I fully agree.
I love
with
that
you.
music, but
when
it's
I
just...
hear some of that stuff and you're going like the Tale. See when you see all those videos of Tale of Us
Yeah.
on Instagram, I'm like, that's trance.
Yeah.
That is art of trance. Tale of Us. It feels like the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
But it's totally the same thing. But yeah, I mean, I guess whatever floats your boat. I suppose.
I mean, look, so especially when I see people like Ben Hemsley playing these older trance
the
tracks
actual
or whatever.
classics.
Yeah,
as well, he
the
plays
actual
them.
classics. It's really cool to see the response from the crowd and the young crowd.
Yeah.
I also know that in Australia there's a big thing going on where with the old original classic trance tracks.
Yeah.
You know, there are massive parties out there.
They love it.
Yeah, so it's really cool to see that, and also I think that has sort of a ripple effect in the newer productions.
Yeah.
Because when I'm listening, for example, to Ben Hemsley's tracks, the new tracks,
Yeah.
they sound like they were made mid-90s.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that's that whole character is the thing that drives that.
They've got that. They do have that vibe about them.
Yeah.
Especially Ben's tracks. Like I know, like not to go too far into speak about Ben, but he honestly is them tracks do. You can hear it. You can totally hear it. Even like, I can't remember the name of the one. There was his first big one on Ministry of Sound, and it was like, I was like, that is a trance track. Like that
Right.
totally
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
But yeah, you can definitely hear the influence. It's like unmistakable.
Yeah. So it's cool. It's cool to see that you know, like the younger guys just pick up on that stuff.
Yeah, it's good. The crowds love it. Like I've played with Ben a couple of times, well once, and then I've been to gigs like that he's played, and honestly, there's 18-year-old, 19-year-olds in there that were nowhere near around the same time we went. They were about that over that 25-year career. They weren't even born when you were starting making music,
okay.
and they love it. They actually love it. So it's class to see that.
It's cool.
So cool.
Definitely.
So yeah, I was. So your gig tonight, Glasgow.
Yeah. Glasgow.
How you feeling?
Good.
Yeah. I mean, you literally. I mean, what, an hour ago you got here?
Yeah, I just landed, just dropped my stuff off in the hotel. Now here.
Straight here.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling about it? What's the vibe? Scotland as a look. I know what you're gonna say. I know what it is.
What's that?
Scotland's class to play in.
Here we fucking go. Yeah, right. It's it.
Yeah, mate.
No, I mean, look, one of my very first gigs outside of Holland was here in Glasgow.
Shut up, no way.
Yeah.
Class.
Yeah, so
when was that? Would that have been like what?
90, maybe end of 98, maybe beginning 99. Yeah.
Mad.
At the tunnel at the time.
Is that near the Arches and that? Yeah, near
Was
there.
it the Arches?
Tunnel, no,
Arches was separate.
The Arches was separate, but it's near there, isn't it?
Probably.
It's along the road.
Yeah.
It's under one of the. That's mad.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah. It's probably not there anymore, mate.
No.
It's probably not there.
So yeah, I mean, you know, Scotland and myself go way back. Let's put it that way.
Okay, yeah.
So I really like playing here. The energy is always, you know, grand.
Good.
And yeah, it's just interesting to see where music is nowadays.
Yeah.
And also the lineup tonight. Some of the lineup, you know, Ben Nicky. No, he's Ben Nicky. No, not play. He played there. Who was it? Will Atkinson. You know, he's gonna bang it out.
Yeah, it'll be slap. It's obviously a trance-orientated party as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna get the diehards in. The diehards.
Gonna have them.
The trance fans. I'm telling you right now, right? Having done house nights, techno nights, all these things, right? See, people like trance. They really like trance.
Yeah.
They do. They actually really are into it. They're like, and they're like they've been doing it for 10, 15 years. So they come out in droves.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. They breathe it. You know, it's crazy.
It's class.
So, but yeah, it's what I'm gonna be playing at. There's definitely a trance touch to what I will be playing.
Okay.
But there's some techno elements. There's some. Yeah, I don't know.
Going to be flexing a little bit.
Yeah.
But I've got you got your new single out, but are you going to be playing some of the older stuff tonight in like in SVG3? Like you're going to be going? Will you go back in? Do you? I think a lot of artists nowadays go like they kind of tend to shy away from some of their. It seems to be like, oh, I'm not going to play my big track.
Right.
You've obviously got like about 20 big tracks. So are you going to probably dig in and
yeah?
And go?
No, that will definitely be the classics. But you know, there's the classic, or there's a really good remix of the classic that makes it more.
So
now.
you play a remix.
So I will do that. There's a couple of other things I'll play that are classics, but not per se.
Yeah.
So that people will be like shocked about, I think. So
good.
Yeah.
That's class.
Yeah. So I'm really excited.
Mate, so obviously speaking about Scotland, speaking about gigs and that, right? So we were speaking a little bit before the podcast, but so you played like a gig in Arbroath. I'm from Arbroath. Everyone that's watching probably knows I'm from Arbroath. But it was in 2000. There was in a place that's a cinema now, by the way.
Okay.
I was just wanting to know how do you remember the gig?
I remember the name.
There's a video of it, by the way. There's a video. It's glam, isn't it? It's the glam.
Yeah, I think the thing is, okay, so I played mostly in Glasgow.
Yeah.
I played a few Edinburgh shows. I've done Inverness. I've done
Ironworks. You've done Ironworks in Inverness.
Yeah. I've done the Arbroath one.
Yeah.
I've done one other one.
I can't believe you've played in Arbroath though. That's mental.
So, but Ironworks I can remember. The other one and the Arbroath show, I might mix up. I have an image in my head about it, but I'm not sure if that's the one.
Okay.
But because
probably the most mental one, it'll probably be Arbroath because they don't get anything ever. So So I was mad. I put the post up today, and one of my mates messaged me going, "I've got a video of Ferry Corsten playing glam in Arbroath," and I was like, "No way!"
And that being 20 years ago, meaning that he had to bring an actual camera.
Yeah, I know. A big, massive DV on the shoulder.
It's not a phone.
I know.
We didn't have phones like that
now.
back then.
Over the years, obviously, like you've been in the game for so long, I'm not going to mention the amount of time again. Because I've said it numerous times.
Thank you, man.
I know. I'm looking out for you here. No, you look young though. You look good. You look good for that.
The grey hair comes through. Yeah,
mate, I'm getting grey hairs. I'm only 33.
And stress.
I know it's my hard life that I had. But so over the years, the change in, like you were speaking about before, obviously with like the labels changing and all the aliases you used. What's your feeling on the social media aspect and things of the industry now? It's so driven, social media. How do you feel that how do you traverse that, and also what do you feel about it?
It's really hard to say. I know one thing leads to the next, and it goes all hand in hand, right? Social media is your reach nowadays. You know, just playing gigs for the actual people right in front of you. Yeah, sure, that's still the basic.
Yeah.
But social media is, you just need it.
Yeah.
Do I like that I need it? No.
No.
Because I hate the shit. You know,
I
really do. I'm not a social media person. I don't want to be. My life shouldn't be dominated by what the fuck I'm gonna say, you know, every day. Yeah, there you go. So I was just careful. I don't know. I'm Scotland. Maybe I cannot swear.
You can say fuck. There's only one word we can't say, but I'm not saying it.
Never mind. I think I know what you mean. But anyway, so am I a big fan of social media? Yes and no, because it does the reach for me.
Yeah.
At the same time, when it starts dominating my day, you know,
you will have seen it come all the way through from the beginnings of it. Like obviously, like when it started, kind of the push into Facebook events and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing. That's cool. That's okay. That's the new form of advertising.
Yeah.
But when social media starts, shifting the whole thing, where people with real talent and great DJs and musicians and stuff that actually have that talent, that's why you're a musician, are now being sort of outranked by people that are just a loudmouth on social media, saying I'm a DJ and musician, and they can't, and they can't do shit, you know, like that's.
Man, I'm a class DJ, by the way. No, I know what you mean.
You know, but you're big and smart on social media. Okay, you know how the algorithms work and whatever. Then, and
I don't feel like somebody should. I agree with you. I don't feel like somebody should be rewarded because they know the algorithms.
Yeah, and that's where it goes wrong for me. That's like
too.
Down the wrong lane. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, do you need it, and do I see the benefit of it? Yes, sure.
Yeah.
But am I a big fan? No.
No,
Yeah.
fair enough. No, I did want to touch on it because obviously there is another change now, and I feel like in music, it's this massive shift for everyone's like not really want to use Instagram anymore, and it's now using TikToks.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
it's
yeah.
like now you've got to actually perform. You know what I mean, and do something.
Start to do your dance as well.
Mate, honestly, I wish I could. I wish I could. I wish I could dance. Years ago in school, I wish I'd actually like listened in on dance classes and stuff at school because I can't dance.
Right, okay.
But yeah, no, it's a total massive thing right now. I feel anyway personally, especially for events like massive events following COVID. I feel like a lot of acts have gotten their break through TikTok, so like particularly TikTok, but I feel like it's also kind of cast a shadow on people that have not been doing it.
Yeah.
So I feel like, how do you feel like in terms of like how trying to break that cycle? Like, do you just tie in and do it, or do you like what do you think's the move forward?
Let's put it this way. I think it's the best way to describe it. I'll do it as long as it keeps me.
Yeah.
You know, I cannot be out there on all these different social media platforms pretending to be someone completely different than I really am. You know, and making up BS stories and whatever just to be on these platforms. I can't do it, and I don't want to do it. So yeah, I mean, how can this work for people who are not on this at all but still want to have a breakthrough? Yeah, that's really hard. You just have to go with the flow in a way, and this is where the flow is going.
I know.
And but I guess it depends on how you deal with it.
Yeah. I do feel like you're totally right. It's like you've got to participate.
Yeah.
You've got to participate, but unlike maybe don't want to do it. I feel like that you've actually done pretty well because obviously you've got genre-defining tunes and stuff like that. That holds good stead in terms of nowadays and having a career like that because you how long your career's been again. I've said it, but it's a good thing. I'm not saying you're old again. Mate, you're going to go out here with a complex. You're going to be like that. You're going to be like that. That guy called me old.
I'm going to be in front of the mirror.
That guy called me old 45 times.
Oh, yeah. Without saying the word old.
Yeah. No, I said it now. But, no, mate, it's... it's like... Because I've noticed a shift in social media, and I just wanted to know your take on it. Because it must be mad seeing, like, going from people punting posters and flyers to then, like, people putting up Facebook events, and then now it's like, I mean, people making TikToks to promote an event, and it's like, I'm doing it myself, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing this to get somebody to come to my party? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just thought it'd be interesting to hear your take on it.
I think, the whole TikTok thing, if you look at it, like, if you go back 2-3 years ago, it was young girls doing stupid little dances. And I think that has matured into something where really people start using it now as more like a platform and advertising and doing cool stuff as well. Yeah. Not anymore just only the silly stuff like look at me doing this song with a dance and whatever, and hope that it goes viral now. You know, it's slightly different now than a few years ago.
It's aged a bit, isn't it? Like, it's matured a little. Well, I don't know if it's matured. I don't know if that's.
I don't know, but it aged.
Yeah, it's aged.
It developed.
Yeah, we keep speaking about age this podcast. There's a definite theme.
There's a theme. There's a red line through it running through.
I think I've just jumped over that red line. But so anyway, there's obviously. You've had some pretty mental experiences over the years, meeting some pretty mental people, right?
Yeah.
So there's a photo, right, of you and Madonna.
Right. That one. Yeah, I know that one.
And Guy Ritchie, mate, did you not say as well that you didn't even know she was there?
I did not.
Shut up!
The story is just really funny.
Go on then.
So I had just. Am I on? Yeah.
Yeah, you're on.
I had just done the remix for Willy Morbid, Adagio for Strings. And this was in the same time when he produced the album for Madonna. Ray of Light, yeah. So I got a call from William's manager because I had to be in London for the weekend for shows.
How old were you this time?
This time, the other time I was. This time.
Yeah.
How old was I then? oh, this is 26, 7.
Yeah,
Like that.
in the prime.
Yep.
Ready to go.
Yep. So yeah, I got a call. Hey, thanks again for the remix. Amazing. We're super happy with it. William's doing this release party for Madonna's album.
Yeah.
And since you're in town, want to swing by and just play a few records.
Yeah.
And Pete Tong is there too, and some other people. That's all I knew, right? So
Yeah.
So I get there. He comes out. I meet William. They bring me straight to the booth.
Yeah.
And it's in China White. This little really dark sort of small place, and I play my set, and then after a while, after Pete Tong, right? So he said, "I see you at the table in a minute." I said, okay. So I go to the table after that, but I come from a lit up little DJ booth, right?
Yeah.
It was really bright in there, but the rest of the venue was really dark.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk through this like barely finding my steps and not falling over people.
Yeah.
And to the table, and on touch, I was like, okay, I sit down. And I recognized, Pete and William here, and then candles on the table and silhouettes, just dark. Couldn't see who was sitting there, but so that's it. I was talking to William, I was talking to Pete, and that was it. And then this photographer comes in, guy's picture, and bright light again. Okay.
The photo is so funny as well, because you're like,
I know, I'm just sitting there like,
what?
yeah.
You're just popping head in the corner like, what's happening?
It was only then. So after the weekend, when this picture wasn't in the paper,
Yeah.
a friend of mine, Lonnie, calls me up and said, wow, you were with like Prodigy guys and Madonna, Guy Ritchie. I was like, huh? What are you talking about? So yeah, I'll show you. I'll send you the picture. And so he did, and I was like, holy shit, look at it. Like, oh, this is like a classic. This will be a classic story for the rest of my life.
That's good, man. That's
hilarious.
so class. I mean, that's prime as well. That time would have been when Guy Ritchie was like probably doing Lock, Stock and Snatch and all that as well.
It was all that, yeah.
Is Goldie not in the picture as well?
Goldie's there too, yeah.
What the hell? that is a pure motley crew of people, isn't it? It's Pete Tong, Goldie, Madonna. Madonna likes her dance music though, isn't she? She's a big dance music. That's pretty class though. That's mental. Have you got any other experiences that you've had along those lines where you've been in company of people when you've been like, what am I doing here? This is mad that I'm meeting these people. Meeting your heroes or meeting somebody that's like kind of blowing your mind a little bit.
Well, when I released Fire, when Duran Duran was in Holland,
mad,
getting together with the band Duran Duran, and the Fire was the sample of Duran Duran, obviously. So meeting those guys that was cool.
That's pretty mad.
First, because how that came about, that track was I sampled it from a Duran song, but there was music underneath, so I couldn't really use the actual vocal sample on its own. Yeah. Nowadays we have these AI, where you can just rip the vocal from the music. It's crazy. Not them. So I had to become really sort of like clever with the music around it and stuff. So, but my manager at the time was also doing management for Duran Duran. So it was a short link. He said, I'll send it to the band, see what they say. And they came back right away, like, hey, let's get the vocal off the tape. Yeah. And just send
That's class.
Yeah, send the a cappella to Ferry so I can just...
just use it.
Yeah, so that was a cool thing.
That's pretty mental though. Duran Duran are massive.
Yeah.
It's like my mum's like favourite tunes, Hungry Like the Wolf.
Oh yeah.
Total favourite. So shout out that mum, by the way.
Right.
So there's 2 degrees of separation now between me and them now. So
I know someone who knows.
Yeah, I know somebody that knows Duran Duran. Ferry Corsten. What I was going to do, so shall we do the Scottish stuff just now? Let's do it. Scottish stuff. So wait a minute, what experiences have you had with Scottish culinary delights? What Scottish things have you tried and liked?
I guess some whiskey, but...
Yeah, right, we've got... We'll put it on this. Here we go.
See, this is normal stuff, this is okay. I'm going to warn you already that there's 2 things I will not do. Okay. That's haggis.
Have you not had haggis before?
Oh, hell no.
Well, have you not? I think. Do you eat meat?
I do eat meat, but not that.
I think you'd like it.
No.
I swear to God, I bet you'd like it. I should get him a haggis supper now.
Yeah, right. The supermarket, go.
Yeah.
And the other thing, what's the black beer? So we just talked about it. I'm blanking.
Guinness.
Guinness.
Do you know? Like, I don't like Guinness.
I'm not a beer guy.
That's Irish. That's Irish. Right,
Oh, is
so
it? Is
that's
it? Oh,
Irish. So
sorry.
it's fine. Right. So we've got.
I'll reverse that.
Do you want me to run through this again? Right. So we've got Iron Brew.
Iron Brew, yeah, I had
You
that.
heard that before?
Yeah.
That's easy. That's
An entry level.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
entry level.
Okay.
So we've got, and maybe I think that Tunnocks tea cakes would be second, right? So
Okay,
Tunnocks tea
okay.
cakes, these are like, this is what your granny would give you if you go over to her
Sunday
house.
brunch.
Yeah,
Okay.
she'll put them out. She'll put a plate of them out, and you have five.
And you eat them all.
You have
Yeah,
five
okay.
of them.
Okay, good.
You leave one.
I'll leave one for you then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've got
Butterscotch, something.
rich butter tablet.
All right.
It's very, very sweet.
Okay, and very rich.
Yeah, very, very rich. So if you've got any heartburn tablets around, and that'll probably be good. Gaviscon, so you probably need that. And
Okay.
then we've got the last thing, right? We've got Buckfast.
Buckfast.
Some
Okay.
people say that Buckfast gets you fuck fast, right?
All
some
right.
other people call it the commotion lotion. That's what they do, right?
right,
It looks
so-
innocent, doesn't it?
It does.
It does.
Tiny bottle.
It's
but-
made, so the UK chief medical officers recommend adults do not regularly drink more than 14 units per week. And in this bottle, there's half your weekly allowance. So it just shows you. So it's a red wine-based aperitif. But yeah, so shall we start at the start and go through? Shall we
Yeah.
do- Let's
Or
do
shall we just reverse it?
Let's go. Or do you want to just go straight to Bucky?
I know this, I know that.
Yeah.
No, not really.
So you know this?
No, I don't think.
Let's have one of these.
Okay.
Let's have one.
Okay,
You
here we
know.
go. Where's yours?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Do you like it? Mm-hmm. Yeah?
No, we have this in Holland as well.
Yeah, do you? Mm-hmm. What, they're not the same though. They're like different. Your own Holland version.
Ours is like dark chocolate.
Oh, is it? Mate, get them sent across.
Amazing.
Nice.
They used to have a name, which I'm not going to mention right now.
Okay. Because they're not paying you.
Out of more social reasons.
Oh, okay.
The name has been changed.
Okay.
To protect the
got it.
innocence.
Got it.
They're called, kisses. Yeah.
Kisses.
Yeah. All right.
There you go. You smashed that. Mate, put
I
it
know.
down. Put it in the, if you don't want to finish it, put it in there.
I don't want to finish.
I'll have the rest.
You can't take too
I'll
long.
have the rest later on. Right, I want you to try. I know you've tried already, but everyone's tried it. But we'll get it cracked. We'll finish with Buckfast because I think that's the one. You need to have a drink of that. We'll see. I'll hold this. Yeah.
In here? Oh.
Right,
for
in
the
the glass. We'll save that for the Buckfast. Just drink it. I'm not going to swig it.
Yeah?
Yeah, swig it. Straight from the bottle. You got to do it from the bottle. Yeah, it's good.
That's good. Yeah, I love this stuff.
Do you?
There's another dentist build-up.
Yeah, I know. You can actually feel it going into your teeth, eh?
Yeah, it's like
It's mad. It's mad. But look,
But it's
right, so speaking about going into your teeth, so the tablet, have you tried this before?
no.
Oh, okay, right. So this is stuff, so I rarely eat tablet because it's really,
Too sweet.
It's really sweet. But we're going to make you eat it. Right here, try a little bit, but have a bite off, a nibble off the end. There you go.
Okay, let's give it a try. And then it's all of a sudden super salty.
I know, you're going to be he's going to have to call off his gig tonight because he's got heartburn.
Whoa! That is sweet. My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It's so mental, eh?
Whoa.
Right, so, yeah, it's really bad, isn't it? Yeah, we better not show the brand
Good
name
though.
because they'll end up not getting any sales.
It's good though, but this will probably last me like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's
Seriously.
like that. Honestly, see the amount of sugar you probably got out of that. That's like your.
I'll be bouncing
sugar
off the
amount.
walls in a minute.
Yeah. Tonight you'll be playing.
Oh yeah.
But so and then we'll do it.
Gonna
We'll
be
do it
a
at 10 at the
150
very
BPM show
end.
tonight.
We'll go through them, right?
All right.
Right. This is not Scottish, right? It's not Scottish, but we've like claimed it.
Okay.
So like we've went no. Devon, England. That's what's by Benedictine monks. They make it.
Unless in Devon, England, they don't know that they're part of Scotland.
Yeah, they don't know. And so anyway, it's made in Buckfast Abbey. I'm gonna see all the other ones I didn't have a bit, but I'm having a bit this time. You don't often have it in a glass.
Oh.
Have it straight from the bottle.
Oi.
Well, you put that in your hip and you go.
How civilized are we now then?
Let's go.
All right.
Cheers, well, cheers as well.
Cheers, mate.
I can't believe I'm having a drink of Bucky with Ferry Corsten. That's like mental.
That's good. That's good. No wonder.
Okay, it's strong. You feel it going down, don't you? It's quite cozy.
Yeah, cozy.
It's quite cozy. But yeah,
Quite cozy.
It's quite cozy going down, like.
Yeah, I have a nice sip.
So
look at you, man.
So I know. Look, you gotta get it down. That half bottle wouldn't last me 5 minutes, man. Honestly.
Fair enough.
But right. So out of 10, we'll start with the Iron Brew. We'll start with Iron Brew. Out of 10.
Out of 10.
10 being the best.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely give that a 8.5 or so.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's a good score, eh?
You know why also? This reminds me of back in the day doing gigs, flying over the motorway,
Yeah.
gas stations
Boom.
at night.
Boom. And back then it would have had all the sugar in it.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Nice. Sorts you right out.
Yeah.
Good. The tea cakes. Out of 10.
I've never been a big fan of the one in Holland.
Okay. This is not sounding good here.
So I would go with like a 6.
Okay, that's a good one. I would take a 6.
Nothing's under a 5. I would say this is similar.
I would say that's 5.
Yeah, probably.
Honestly, I can't even
That's
take a
borderline.
bite of it. It makes my teeth feel like they're going to fall straight out.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it does. It does.
And this is
the Bucky. What about the Bucky?
That's happy days, man. That's good. Yeah, I'll go for a 9.
9.
That's a 9.
Mate.
I like this stuff. That's good.
Man after
yeah,
one.
yeah, we'll do that.
Bye.
Let's go.
Sweet.
Slip it in the pocket. And
Yeah,
out of here.
it honestly fits in your back pocket so
It's
perfectly.
made for that.
Yeah, it's made for that. Right.
Yeah.
Hey, you've got plenty of pockets. We'll get them around fucking
And very wide knees.
Oh no, he's been kneeling down in that. Okay, so got some Scottish slang words, right?
Okay.
And so I'm going to say the word.
Yeah.
Right?
And I have to guess what it
And
means.
you have to guess what it means.
All right.
If you need, so what I'll do is I'll give you a lifeline for every word, right?
Yeah.
You can go right now. I'm going to need some context.
Okay, I guess so. Yeah.
Right. So there's only 6. It's not
Okay.
that many, right? And I
right.
think, right, if you don't get a minimum of 3 right, you've got to have another drink of Bucky, right? Okay.
I knew it.
Right?
When in Scotland,
Right.
huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
Is that fair? I think that's fair.
That's fair.
50%.
Yeah.
Right.
Good.
Okay. So what does blether mean?
Bladder.
Yeah.
I guess it's like a Scottish.
Come on.
Yes, your bladder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Like blether?
Your bladder.
Like bladdered?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Like blether. BLETH. It means black.
Yeah.
There's a language barrier here, isn't there? I knew this was going to happen. So, what he means, blether.
He thinks bladder means your bladder.
Yeah, your bladder.
Your bladder. No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Right. So, one wrong. It means.
It's gonna be 6 or wrong, man.
I
I'll
know.
tell you. This is Scottish,
Mate, he's
you know.
already reserved himself to having a drink of that Bucky, by the way.
No one in the world understands Scottish.
Yeah.
So just only the Scots. So I
Only
mean,
us.
all right.
Mate, only us. Right.
Just
so
to be,
blether means to chat, to blether. We're having a blether right
having a
now.
blether, oh.
We're having a wee blether.
Ah, okay.
Right? You should say it to Ricky tonight. Is Ricky there tonight? Is Ricky
McGowan?
Yeah.
Oh, Ricky McGowan?
Right, mate.
Yeah. Oh my God. Man.
He's got the most
You know what I
Scottish
told?
name
You
ever.
know what I told Ricky one day?
Yeah.
A while ago. He was like blah 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 in Scotland, like this big Glaswegian accent.
Yeah.
Mate, write it down.
Yeah. Right, don't text me, mate.
just write it down.
Yeah.
You know, whatever you tell me right now, just write it down.
He's
I'll
got a
leave
pretty
you read
strong
it.
accent, doesn't he?
She.
She's. Yeah, that's funny as anything. Right, so what does bulk mean? Bulk.
I need context. I think I need context in anything.
Right, so just
With
had
everything.
a drink of that Bucky, and I think I'm going to bulk.
Oh, barfing?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Good. There we go. Yeah. All right.
Okay,
ding,
right,
yeah.
cool. That's
Fair
one.
enough.
Crabbit.
What?
Crabbit.
Crabbit.
Crabbit. So like a crab, and then it on the end.
Hey mate, can you just grab it?
Yeah. It's so crabbit means right.
Yeah, just
It means that you're pissed off. Ill-tempered. Ill-tempered. You did the crab answer. You did it. You went ill-tempered. Right. He was like ill-tempered. Yeah, crab it. Yeah.
Crab it. Okay.
Yeah,
I can see it now. Little
okay.
crabs on the.
So that's 2 wrong. Just
little
so
crabs
you know.
on the beach. You know.
Not like we're counting or anything. Right. This one, he's not going to get this one. Bowfin.
It's not even close to Englishman. Nothing.
I know, mate. Honestly, some of these I'm like, I know what they mean. Bowfin, okay.
Yeah.
That smells bowfin.
Horrendous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Good. All right. All right. Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. Right. That Bucky's got me.
Like do or die, almost.
That Bucky's got me. He sent me a little bit. I'm wanting another little taste. I want another little taste. So the next one's neighbor.
Neighbor.
Neighbor. So it's like, aye, neighbor. Like you'd say it as a response to somebody asking you to do something, or like, oh, can you go and take that camera and take it outside? You go, aye, neighbor.
I think of neighbor, but it's not neighbor.
I knew that you weren't going to understand what I'm saying.
It's like screw you.
Nah. So it's like, nay bother. It's like no bother.
No
like,
bother. Neighbor.
No problem.
Sheesh. Wow.
Yeah, that's it. It's fucked up, isn't it?
It's fucked up, man.
It's fucked up.
I can't even believe this
We
language
don't even
exists.
bother saying the end of the word. We're like, it's like we're just going, and just we don't finish the word.
Huh.
I know. It's lazy. It's actual laziness. I think.
It is, man. But I like it. Sounds funny.
Yeah. Or I think you'll know this one. I think you will know this one, and you'll hit your 3 mark. But bevy.
That almost sounds like a.
Oh, he doesn't know it.
A Dutch word.
He doesn't know it. Bevy. Bevy or Bevie. It doesn't matter how it's spelled. It's how it's said.
I'll pull my context card.
Okay. I'm wanting another bevy.
You want another beverage?
I want another bevy.
A beverage.
Beverage. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
All right,
you
good.
got it. You got it.
You look, if I was in Australia right now, they say, "Yeah, mate, you want a bevy?"
That's it.
Then I get it.
They took it from us.
This is Scotland.
They took it from us.
They don't have words like that.
Yeah, no. They stole it from us.
You did?
Yeah.
But they also should do it then bevy because they very often do things twice as well.
Oh, we're like,
just
no.
because you don't get the first
we'll say bevy if they want. No. If we want to, maybe. I don't know. Double bevies. Double. Yeah. So that's the Scottish segment done. That's the TikTok bit that we're just doing there, by the way. Just so you know. Yeah.
So I was.
You're going to end up on TikTok now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let's do it.
Like we've got to do it. We've got to feed the machine, mate. We've got to feed the machine.
That's it.
So, talking of feeding the machine. Can
He
I have a bit more of that
Bucky.
Bucky, please? Do you want another one?
Yeah, a little tiny one.
A little one. Little Bucky.
Let me walk in a straight line home. Yeah.
Yeah, no, mate. You'll not make it to SWG3. Ricky will be on the phone to me.
Yeah, mate. What do you do? You messed him up.
Oh my God, mate. He had a half bottle of Bucky and he's buried. He's total buried. But get him along there, mate.
You know, one glass more and he would go, what's that other word again?
Which one?
You barfing?
Oh yeah, bulk. Bulk. Do you know what? We never normally have it in a glass, ever. This is really fancy.
Very chic. Lift
Very
the pinky,
chic.
lift
Right
the
out.
there.
Pinky out.
Cheers. Shooting it? Easy.
Look at all the empties. Nah, neighbour. Right. So I'm going to round it up. Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
It's good. You're enjoying it.
Yeah, I like that.
That's actually that's class. It's known as quite a heavy drink. You know, people go, they're about to have a mad one. They'll get some Bucky, but you're just throwing it back, man.
I still have to get up. Huh?
Yeah. Wait to see. Keep the cameras on for that, by the way.
Yeah, right. That's it. To be continued. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, just to round it off, honestly, you've been such a class guest, by the way. And this, I said to the very start, I was really super nervous about doing this one. I don't often get nervous. They'll be able to tell you I don't really get proper nervous, but I was pretty nervous doing this one. But it's been fine. It's been all right.
Amazing.
Mate, good.
Thanks,
dude. Just to round it off, forthcoming in the next, let's say through the winter period up until April, springtime. What have we got coming? You got ADE next weekend, don't you?
Yeah.
So just give us a little feeling of what you got coming up.
Yeah, so ADE, we're celebrating the 100th episode of Resonation Radio.
Yeah.
Which is the week after, but we celebrated during
Yeah.
ADE. So that's one. What's coming up? There's some Asia dates coming up. There's some Middle East dates coming up. Loads of new music
Coming?
coming.
So
yeah.
do you hang off on that stuff until spring?
Not really, no. It
Do you
depends.
just drip feed it out? Or?
Yeah.
Cool.
And, I mean, certain releases need a bit more strategic sort of timing.
Yeah, of course.
But in general, it's just like, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah.
I need to get an email address. I want some of this stuff. I'm one the heaters as well now.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's coming.
Banging.
It's coming soon. So I mean, there's plenty of stuff in the pipeline. There's plenty of stuff I'm working on in the studio right now as well.
Cool.
So yeah.
Perfect. Any collaborations with anybody coming up? Potential collaborations?
Yeah, but you'll find out more
Come
closer
on!
today.
I need another drink of that Bucky. Have another drink. You get out.
Spill the beans. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, okay, cool,
Yeah,
man, cool.
yeah.
Well, I think it's can't hate me for trying now. You know, yeah.
You got it, man.
Cool, mate. Thank you so much.
You
It's
too.
been class.
That was real
and
fun.
I hope tonight goes really, really well. I hope it
Absolutely.
goes class.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, mate. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers. Yeah.